So, what about the structure? Structure, the nature and significance of content of text, AG. Structure here, how has the passage been simply or been arranged? As I said, there is no appeal. This is simply, they are stating facts. The writer is stating facts. But if you look at the words themselves, it is persuasive. Persuasive. You look at the words, they are persuasive. It is a persuasive kind of writing with the purpose of consciousness raising about the plight of the tiger. Raising consciousness. Raising consciousness. That is what we can see there. The plight, about the plight of the tigers, that is about the plight, the ordeal of the tiger. Here we have the plight or the ordeal of the tiger, the danger. What is inflicting the tiger at the present time? The reader would want to support the cause of protecting it. That is why the structure is like that. It is put in such a manner so that the reader will make a decision to support the cause of protecting the tiger or not. But the facts have been laid there. Then we have activity 15, C2, the style of the passage. How effective is it? Whenever you see the word effect, it also means significance. What is the significance? Or what is the role of such a style? The style of the passage is coercive. I can say coercive. Coercive. Or you can say persuasive. Or you can use the word luring. Or coax. You are being coaxed. There are times when you're forced to do something without seeing it. You are forced by the facts on the ground. Somebody comes and lays the facts bare so that you have no way out, because it is said that facts are stubborn. So the style of the passage is coercive because of the unqualified statements and the short paragraphs. You know, when statements are short, when statements are direct forward, when statements are imperative, they are either imperative or declarative. There is nothing you can do about it. You cannot argue because they are statements of fact. Now, we have the synonyms. We have burgeoning. Burgeoning, we can say it means increasing. The human activities are burgeoning. The human activities are increasing. Then we have exterminated. Exterminated, completely removed. Completely removed. Exterminated, completely removed. They do not have the capacity and resources. They do not have the power. They do not have the capacity and resources. They do not have the power conducive conducive, helpful, instrumental, conducive atmosphere, that which can assist, that which can help, helpful, instrumental, and then implementation, putting into practice or executing or carrying out the plan. For implementation, for execution, for implementation, in order to put into practice, in order to carry out the plan. So when you carry out the plan, you are implementing that plan. When you when you execute, you are implementing that plan. When you are conducive, it means you are helpful. When you have the power, it means you have the capacity. When you get completely removed, it means you've been exterminated. Like that, like that. Now, how about summary? What summary can you derive there? A summary of this passage in one complex sentence. Complex, here, there are 3 sentences here. These are grammar aspect. We have simple sentences. That is subject plus verb. Then we have compound sentences. Compound sentences. What we have here, 2 or more principal clauses. Clauses. 2 or more principal clauses. Then we have complex sentences. A principal clause plus 1 or more subordinate clauses. A principal clause is one that cannot easily be referred to as a simple sentence because it has a subject and a verb. Subject, verb, if you put a full stop, it's a sentence, simple sentence. If you do not put the full stop, but rather you put a comma, it means there is something coming after that, then it remains a clause. So that clause plus other clauses, since it has a subject and a verb, it is called main clause or principal clause. But those others which start with subordinate conjunctions like because, so, with relative pronouns like who, whom, etc. are referred to as subordinate clauses. Now, a simple sentence here, for example, Hassan wept. Wept, this is verb, this is subject. And you can put your full stop there. Hassan wept. Simple. That is simple sentence. But if you say Hassan wept, but Hassan wept, but Mariam smiled. These are 2 principal. This principal is L-E. Principal clauses together. In other words, this Hassan wept and Mariam smiled are two clauses of equal magnitude. They are simple sentences. If you place a full stop here, it will be a simple sentence. If you place a full stop here, it will be a simple sentence, another simple sentence. So Hassan wept, grammatically correct. Mariam smiled, grammatically correct. So if you remove that from there, it will be Hassan wept, Mariam smiled, but the two clauses have been combined by what? By this coordinate conjunction. So, because there are two clauses of equal degree, of equal magnitude, we could say this is a compound sentence. How about the complex? Complex sentence, a principal clause, like now, Mariam wept. Okay, we say Hassan. It is Hassan who wept. Hassan wept because Mariam smiled. While Abdi ran away. So if you look at this, these are three sentences, but you see, this one here, this is the third, Mariam smiled, this is the second, but it doesn't start here, it starts with because, and then we have Hassan wept. Hassan wept is the only principal sentence or principal clause here. Why? Because it does not start with a subordinate clause. So this one becomes complex, because here we have while, and then we have because. The third one is started with while Abdi ran away. The second one is started with because Mariam smiled. But the first one is principal or main clause because it does not start with a subordinate conjunction. It starts with a subject and ends with a verb. Now, back to our summary. How do we summarize what is happening in our text? Summary. Tigers may become extinct because agencies for their protection are unable to put a stop to illegal hunting, and because humans, who are settling in increasing numbers in tiger habitats, compete with them for land and food resources. If you look at this is one sentence, one big sentence, one long sentence. And because of this relative pronoun who, this one becomes a complex sentence. We've looked at the threat to tiger, and we've looked at the grammar aspect. In our next lesson, we shall look at what to do in another or in the second tiger threat or a threat to the tigers. Until next time, good day.